Hello, everybody. I am okay. How is everybody? Oh, I see what we got going on here. I see Sharon, Ronnie, and Brothers Underwater Recovery. Hello, hello. How are you all? And so, um, first and foremost, if you all don't care to my mods, if you don't care, can you drop? Oops, sorry. Can you drop Ronnie's link? And oh, hang on. Uh, I'm talking to Lee. He must have got our times mixed up. Oh, goodness. So, um, let me get back over here. I'm sorry. Yeah, if you don't care, don't I have any mods in here yet? Hmm. Can you all hear me and see me and all that stuff? Hmm. Okay. Diane, I just made you a moderator. I don't know how I had missed that before. Um, yeah, Lee's trying to hurry. He'll get here soon. He's thought it was 6 hours behind instead of the 5 hours behind. So, anyway, outdoor adventures with Ron. Hello. Um, I appreciate y'all being here. We're letting some more get in. Come on in and watch. But yeah, I do want one of you all to drop underwater, shoot, Brothers Underwater Recoveries link. And so we can kind of help support them. I think they're awesome. And I love seeing Rex. I have to admit it. So, Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla Raid. Well, thank you, Ford Man. Thank you all. Thank you, Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla Raid. That is just awesome. Hello, Marshall. Hello. Um, so anyway, send another quick message here. Farm and the AVAC. Hello. Oh my God, that's a new name for me. This is awesome. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. He says it'd be a few more minutes, but what we were going to discuss is just some different, just different things. You know how my channels go. Sometimes we have an agenda. Sometimes we just, we are who we are. We family. So that's why I want everybody. Nomadic Fan Man Raid. Awesome, awesome. I feel so honored. But one thing that our guest is doing is he is a scuba diver. And South Carolina blog. So he's going to be a few more minutes. But Ron, are you still with Brothers Underwater Recovery? Are you still here? I don't know if Ron is still here. And maybe we can do a few things. Yes, we're waiting on Lee. He is washing up. He thought there was a 6-hour time frame difference instead of a 5-hour. But we are going to be discussing different things. A lot of hello, Tracy. Hello. The Daily Dan blog. I have to check that out. That sounds interesting. That does. We met Lee on Michael Ann. Hello, honey. I met Lee he popped up on one of our lives, and we thought this guy was a hoot and a holler, as we say it back here. But he was just a joyful person to interview. And Brothers Underwater Recovery. Ron, if you're still here, let me know, please. And so he lives over in Ireland, and he is a diver that helps clean up the environment. He will go to the rivers and the streams and the lakes and the dams, cleaning out the trash and the garbage, basically, from these areas. I wish I knew how to share a screen, because I'm afraid to click on too many things here. Bigfoot research and investigations in South Carolina, and a few other things. Oh, yes, Dan. I'm definitely going to, the Daily Dan blog, I'm definitely going to check that out. Yes. And being here in West Virginia, that's that's close too. And he has showed us a few pictures, or Lee has showed us a few pictures of stuff that he pulled out. And one that really got me was a big old pole. I mean, this thing looked 8 to 10 feet tall. And he said it was stuck straight down in the water. So if anybody would have jumped off that pier, they could have, unintentionally speared themselves, And luckily, Lee came through and found that and got that out of the way so that nobody could get hurt on that. Ron, do you want to come up and talk a little bit about your channel and stuff while we wait on Lee? Because you all are you do sort of the same things, but it all ties into the big overall picture too. So if you would like to come up on panel, I would love to have you. Just let me know and I can drop you the link, and you can come up and join us. Now, as you all, well, hello, Red-Headed Riding Hood. As you all may know or may not know, Brothers Underwater Recovery also does a lot of diving and does a lot of searching for missing people. And the stress and the I don't know how to put it, that they must be under is it's got to be really high. You know, I have seen these guys, like with them, Jacob, and then with AWP. I've seen these guys, some of these guys crying because they are so involved with the family, with the searches. Their emotions run high. And it's heartbreaking in some respects. And Ron, Brothers Underwater, would you like to join us a little bit and let us know more about you? If you would, if you do, I'll just drop the link. Nomadic Van Man, that is awesome. Renee Deuce Rider, hello, lady. Hello. Let me see here. But I watch these guys and I worry about them, you know. Like I said, on my channel, I feel like we're all like big family, you know. And oh, Nomadic Van Man, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Oh, I see this strange looking person in my basement. Are you ready, brother? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. All right. Hey. Hi, Lee. Hey.
Oh, Angie, I've literally just walked through. I've just drove 100 miles there, and I just got in the door. And for some reason, I thought you were 6 hours behind, not 5. So when you sent me the link to join, I was like, "What the heck?"
Oh
But
my gosh.
I'm sweating a bit now, but I'm all right.
Oh, that's just because you're sitting next to me, right?
100%.
There you go. Can you see the chat?
Nope.
No? Okay. Ron's hollering, what's up, Lee?
Hi, Ronnie, mate. How you doing?
He is awesome. I was just kind of trying to, I know I was probably boring them to death, but I was trying to explain a little bit that you're from Ireland and that you do the diving and the cleaning up of the streams and the environment, you know, and how you got that big old pole that you sent me that picture of that big old pole that somebody could have gotten killed on.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so.
What's ticking me off at the minute, I've actually had no correspondence to do the big cleanup. And the other day, there was people swimming in there.
Yeah.
And no one's getting
really back. Yeah, people don't realize what lies under the water is sometimes more dangerous than what the water itself, you know?
The prime example where it was, there was about a 6 foot layer of like a cloudy algae growing, which stopped you from seeing what was underneath. So they're jumping in this algae grove, and someone's going to get seriously hurt. But
Yeah, that's, I'm trying to, I got thinking. Uh, I know this isn't the best way in the world to share the photo, but if you can see Lee down here, okay, and this massive pole that he has got out from under that dock, you know, they could have made themselves a shish kebab, that could have really hurt. And
yeah,
so Southern Designs, and yes, hello, Ashley, I believe, yes. If somebody don't care, go ahead and drop her link too. She is awesome. And be sure to drop Lee's link throughout the stream. Yeah, I'm trying to read chat and talk at the same time. I can't even walk and chew gum at the same time. What am I trying this for? But anyway, Lee, we're going to be somewhat secretive, and I still like to keep a little mystery involved. But first questions are, I know you have children because we've seen their tutus on your head.
yeah.
How many kids have you got?
4 girls.
Oh, you poor boy.
And it's now the summer holidays, so it's just got a whole lot worse.
Oh, and are you married?
Yep, so that's 5 girls.
5 girls. That's what I was getting at. 5 females versus the 1 man.
Yeah.
No wonder you go diving.
You're exactly. No, and sometimes I'm not even diving. I've just put the gear in the car and I've said I'm going diving.
You'll find him at the local pub.
Yeah. The wife's asking where my next video is, and there ain't one.
Oh, it's like, I forgot to push play.
Yeah, I forgot the record button.
Oh my goodness. I think we're all kind of guilty of that, using an excuse to, get out of the house. It's like, yep, okay. But one of the things, like I said, cleaning up the environment, I never took, I'll be honest with you, I never took much interest in it or paid much attention to it until I started watching YouTube and what you all go through to clean up.
I was the same.
And so now it's like we'll be driving down the road, and instead of pitching that pop bottle in the creek, I'm like, no, let's take this home and take it out, and just, if everybody would make a more conscious effort,
yeah,
then, and I'd seen this big old massive, basically island of plastic that's floating out there in the ocean that they all kind of congregate to, and it's like my one little bottle that I didn't think made much of a difference is floating around out in there somewhere, or it's just, it just really got to me, and it just kind of maybe it's with age. I don't know. Not that, when you hit 25, you start thinking differently. That, so I'm starting to take more aware. I'm becoming more aware of the conservation, because I see now me wanting to show my son things that I had seen when I was a kid. And like you with, 4 girls, what if we go to show our kids something and man has basically destroyed it?
Yeah.
So, Diane says, oops, I lost it here. Like Diane says, Lee's daughter Sophie is a total daddy's girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's sweet. She's the one that sticks to me like glue.
That is awesome.
The rest call me grumpy. She's the only one don't think I'm grumpy.
I was a total daddy's girl, so yeah, that is just so awesome. But one of the things, like I said, you've taken it on yourself. You do your diving and you clean up, the riverways. And why, if you don't care me asking, when did that become important to you?
Right. I'm going to go a bit further back than that to get you to there.
Okay, so, and you got this.
2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Right.
Hello, Paula.
Can you see me okay?
Yep, you're fine.
I used to serve in the Royal Marines Commandos based in the UK in Britain. And I served for 12 years and I was injured in active service. So I got medically discharged. So then that was my dream job. That was my life. And all of a sudden, it's taken away in the blink of an eye. Do you know what I mean? So then I'd gone from hero to zero in the space of like 48 hours. And that it just made me feel worthless. I had no point in life anymore, nothing. And I just ended up on that gradual dark slope, and everything just seemed like a heavyweight, a cloud. And I just ended up in a really bad place where I didn't want to live anymore. I just didn't see the point. I had no life anymore. So I thought. I was just in a really bad place, absolutely bad place. And I was watching TV, just in one of them dazes where I'd spend most of the time just sat there, looking at the walls, not even moving, not even doing anything, just staring into space most of the time. And I'd already been a subscriber of Adventures with Purpose, and a bell came up, and I just clicked into it and just opened it up, just randomly. And it was diving, and I looked and I thought, oh, I used to really enjoy diving when I dove. And I thought, and I was desperate to find that piece of biscuit that'd make me happy again. Do you know what I mean? I was trying everything. I went out and bought a motorbike, see if that helped. Nah, that's in the garage, not even used. And I just couldn't put my hand on that bit of biscuit that'd make me happy again. So I spoke to the wife and I said, look, I'm going to try diving again. She went, you what? Something else you're going to do? And I'm like, well, because before that I tried golf and I'd got all the golf gear. And she just thought, oh, he's going crazy again. He's going through that middle. He wants something else to try. But no, I didn't really explain to the wife much about what I was going through, to be honest, because I just thought I was being a burden to everyone around me. So she said, no, if you want to do something else has to compromise. So if you want diving gear, sell your golf gear, get rid of the motorbike, do whatever, but you're not taking up the whole garage with your little projects that never take off. Because I've got the garage filled up, fishing gear one side, the motorbike there, the golf clubs here. And she said, no way, if you want to do something else, get rid of. So I ended up selling all my golf gear to do diving. And I went out and diving, and I got on the bottom, and it just clicked instantly. It was that void that I was missing. And it was just the peacefulness, no one around, no screaming kids. Shh. Right? It was just a beautiful, nice, quiet place, and the scenery, and I loved it. And it just went from there then. And then I was watching you, I thought, do you know what? I'll try and make a video, see how it goes. And by making a video, that was giving me an aim, a goal. Because the thing is with depression, unless you set yourself little goals, you don't go forward. You just stay where you are. And sometimes you have to push yourself out of that barrier, that little dark space. You have to push yourself out of that. It does feel uncomfortable, and sometimes it's not a nice feeling, but you have to do that to achieve that little bit of happiness. And then them little bits of happiness slowly become bigger pieces. And the bigger piece of happiness push away the dark clouds that put you in that dark space. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, I do. That's one of the reasons with my channel, it's Angie Hay Family Adventures, because I had to have a purpose. Mine was just being able to get out of the house. I had to have a purpose to be out there. So if nothing else, I had to go film something.
Yeah.
So I wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it for YouTube. Whether anybody watched it or not, I didn't really, care, because it was just the purpose to get me out there.
Yeah.
And like you said, you have to find, it seems like now with me, like I say, I can only speak to me. When you are in that bout of depression, you feel, I went through I was doing the 9-to-5 insurance job, the briefcase, I could wear the little pantsuits or whatever, went from that to absolutely nothing. They say, no, you can't be out in public. You are a threat to yourself and society. So it's like, okay, now I'm totally warped, is the way, you see it in your head. And so it's like, I can't bring income into the family. I can't do this. I can't do that. So why am I even here?
Yeah.
So, like you said, I of course, with counseling and all that stuff, I made myself a list. And it's sad to say, but, I have to make myself a list, take a shower, feed the dogs, fix dinner, and just do what I could do each day.
Just for motivation. And a lot of people, you get the question, a lot of people don't understand what depression feels like and what it's like to be there. They only guess. And people who I've spoke to very little people about this, so I'm a bit sorry if I don't come across great, but I've not really spoke about it to anyone. So, but how I explain it to people is, and how it feels. Imagine a car. You've got an engine and a gearbox. You can rev the engine as much as you want, which is your mind, but unless you engage the gearbox, you're going nowhere. And your engine's ticking and ticking and ticking. You've still got 1,000 things going through your head, but you're going nowhere unless you engage that gearbox and push yourself to engage, to do little things to start you moving forward.
That is an awesome way of explaining it because, and at times you feel like that engine's going to blow,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
yeah.
100%. That's the only way I can really explain it.
That
It
is
does. It feels like a revving engine going nowhere unless you put it in gear, and then you start moving forward.
Yep. Yeah, that is awesome. I mean, I've had people tell me, "Oh, just get over it. I've been depressed
Oh, yeah,
before too."
yeah.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
the
difference
worst
of being
thing anyone can
depressed.
ever say to you. That makes you worse. That's the worst thing. Oh, get over
Hmm.
it. Get over yourself. Oh, sort yourself out. You're a lazy twat. Oh, sorry. You're a lazy. But it's not. They don't understand. They just
Hmm.
no idea.
Yeah, and that's what I told this one lady. I says, I asked her, I says, when you get depressed, I said, do you sit and cry at the thoughts of having to go outside your house? Well, no. I said, can you go to um, Walmart and do your grocery shopping? Well, yeah, I don't like it. I said, well, when your depression becomes paralyzing, then come
Yeah,
back and let's talk,
yeah,
because that is exactly what it is.
100%.
And like
It's
Marshall
mind
says here,
numbing.
baby steps are still steps. And that's another thing we have to tell ourselves. Any progress forward is
Mm,
progress, you know? And so that's why, when I was down south this winter, of course, I had a setback with my mental illness because I'd lost my support dog. And that was the reason I could go out, because I knew he was there to take care of me. If I was getting anxious or starting to have a panic attack, he knew it. So I felt safe. And so I went through this bout of depression, and my cousin, God love his heart, lives across the road,
yeah,
was facing his own battles and was still facing his own battles, but we understood each other. And I'd go over there one day and I'd say, hey, look, I'm up, I'm dressed, I walked across the road.
yeah,
That's three things more than I did, two things more than I did yesterday. And he's like, that's all it takes. Instead instead of I don't know, being down on myself for the things I didn't get done, celebrate the things you did get accomplished.
yeah.
Big or small, it's still an accomplishment. Is that not true?
Yeah. And another thing's like the negatives are always outweigh the positives. I've found that, like, imagine a big rain cloud over your head, and that's there, and it might take the positives are the little gushers of wind, and it might take 4 or 5 positives to push one big negative away. But you've got to keep doing them little 4 or 5 things to keep that rain cloud away. The minute you stop and don't do all them good things anymore, that rain cloud blows straight over your head again. So you've got to keep doing them little positive things to keep that cloud away.
Yeah, see, that's what I had done. Was I had, gotten into the mindset, hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm,
Mhm.
you're never really what you say are over it, but you've learned to control it.
Yeah.
And
I think it'll
so,
always be there. It will
yeah,
always
it's
be
always
there.
going to be there. And so I was in this mindset that, yeah, okay, I'm cool, I'm good. Then all of a sudden, I quit trying to focus on the positives, okay, like you were talking about. And then all of a sudden, bam, it hit me like a ton of
Yeah.
bricks, you know? And one of the things I like talking with you about is today's society is a little more understanding of the stigmas, But when I was, well, even when I was first diagnosed, there was so many stigmas that you didn't want to tell people that you suffered from this or you suffered from that, that you had a mental illness, basically. Because first thing they're like is like, lock you in a closet, you know, do away with you, throw you a
Yeah.
sandwich every now and then and forget you exist, you know?
I
And
don't even
unfortunately,
talk about it. This is probably the most in depth I've spoke about it to anybody. I ain't even spoke to my parents or anything about it.
well, I found that, um, and if hubby is in there watching my live, maybe get a little understanding. But I hid it for so long because I
Hmm.
didn't want people to think I was less than who I am. I mean, I didn't want them thinking bad about me. And so I hid it from my parents. I hid it from my child. I hid it from my husband. And it just made it all worse because now you've got this secret that you're keeping from everybody. And
Hmm.
everybody's looking at you like, with my illnesses too, paranoid is part of the thing. And so I'm looking at them and I'm like, they're looking at me like they know there's a secret. So it was rough. And so I had to learn how to explain my conditions to my family and stuff like that. And really, after that, me and my husband seemed like we got closer
Yeah.
because he did understand then what I was going through. If he didn't understand it, he would say, how can I help? You know, what do I need to do? Because my biggest thing was he's always like, can I help you? Can I help you? What can I do? What can I do? And it's like, I'm like, get out of my face. That's the first thing you can do, you know. But he knew something was wrong. And out of love, he wanted to fix it. But he didn't know what it was. And I was too afraid to share with him, what was going on. And so that's one thing I like about you opening up because I feel, the first steps to a healthier mindset is opening up to people and letting the loved ones understand. You know,
A big one is as well that I've learned is be around positivity. If you
mhm,
are around negativity, guess what kind of person you become? You become a
exactly,
negative person. Just ditch the negativity. Nobody needs negativity, whether that's grumpy, whoever down the road. If you're surrounding yourself by them negatives, you become a negative person. If you can surround yourself with good people and positive people, positive being the big one, guess what kind of person you become? You become a positive
exactly,
person.
exactly. And, Diane said here, most men are fixers. Most men want to fix things. But sometimes what is needed is just simply listening, you know. And like I said, once he learned my way of thought and my reactions and stuff, it was, well, let's put it this way, he dodged a whole lot less ashtrays or stuff being thrown in his head, you know, and he is more willing to give me my space that I need or um, to do things like one day he took off work and took me out on the boat because he knows I can find my center when I'm around water. So he takes off work. He says, I'm taking her out on the boat. And matter of fact, there he is, and he must have been listening. He's standing in the doorway. Oh no! Oh, he just came in. He's been working on his side by side, so and stuff. So, do you want to come in and sit and talk with us? We're talking about how crazy I can be at times. He's like, "Ugh." But yeah, we have to be able to fill ourselves with positivity. We need to do away with, and it's like, I love my husband. He puts up with so much. I mean, let me tell you, y'all just don't understand. But sometimes he's worrying about something that takes place 3 weeks from now. And I'm like, honey, I can't worry about that right now. Because if I start worrying about it now, then I become overwhelmed. Then I start to shut down, But I told him, I says, you do you and let me do me. Don't think that I'm not worried about it or I'm not thinking about it, but I cannot sit and ponder on it because I get overwhelmed.
I was driving up the motorway there, Angie, and I was looking at my clock thinking, oh, I've got an hour and a half yet. Because I was actually a bit nervous about coming on here and talking about it, because I don't talk about it to anyone. And I'm looking at my clock. I'm thinking, oh no, starts a bit sweat a bit. I've got an hour. I get in the door and you send me the link saying, are you coming in? I'm like,
didn't give you time to think much about it then, did I?
Yeah, I didn't get time to do anything because I thought you were 6 hours behind, not 5.
Yeah, we're 5 hours behind. But so you found diving as a way to what I call getting centered. You can get your mind kind of straight.
It's like it's entering a different world. Do you know what I mean? Everyone eats and breathes above water, don't they? And no one ever, apart from divers, see what's below water. And it's just amazing. It's just a different world down there, and it's so peaceful and relaxing. And you're next to life. You're next to life that no one gets to see.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be the first one to admit, yeah, I am. I'm crazy as a loon, and I look at things differently. On your last video, you're down there and you've got all the seaweeds or whatever you want to call it down there. My first, instinct was, oh my gosh, don't get tangled up in that. And I thought, he knows what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. Then the second instant, I'm like, I just want to stretch out and just swim through that and just spin and just, like the whole Ariel from the Little Mermaid type deal, because, it's just like you said, it could be a freeing experience, and one thing about what I like about the water and stuff is it takes, now physically, it will take weight off of you, your joints, and, it's easier and stuff. But for me, mentally, water takes weight off of me.
Yeah.
And so I'm under that water with you, and I'm just like, and I think one of my comments was that little school of fish was jumping around on the screen. It's like a little cloud.
Yeah. And it was like a firework. Do you know where the firework goes off? And it shoots out and then comes back in. They kept doing that in a little shoal, and I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just things like that. You find peace in that. Because you're thinking, going, speaking from myself, I'm going to be going from like, no, I'm not important to anybody, to I'm the only one getting this nature show that God has created. These fish are putting on a show just for me.
Yeah.
So you go. Yeah, it's like you feel so important, you know?
It's just you and their world. You know what I mean? It's great.
Yeah. Ronnie says they were dancing for you, Lee. That's what it looked like, you
Yeah.
know?
I'm
And
gonna go down a few steps here, right? I watched Adventures with Purpose, who I'm mega grateful for. I've messaged them. I've been in touch with Sam the Adventure Man. Give him a big thank you from my heart. If it weren't for that, things could have been a whole lot worse. And from there, I bumped into this crazy guy called Ronnie. So I've also saw YouTube. YouTube's done amazing things, and now I've met Corey Cooper, Cooper's Empty Lifestyle, and
mhm.
from there I've met Ronnie, and me and Ronnie now talk very often. And without YouTube or any of them things happening in my life, that wouldn't have happened. Do you know what I mean? So now I talk to Ronnie, and we're really good. We're enjoying his company, and chatting away and things. So a big shout out to Ronnie, if that's okay.
Oh, yes,
That's
yes.
Brothers Underwater Recovery. He'll be
Yep,
laughing
yep.
now. I know he will.
Yeah, my mods have been dropping his link and
Yeah,
Ashley's link. I love when my mods drop links because, like I said, I um
it's one big family,
exactly. We
but the
need to be here
negatives.
for everybody.
If you do get negatives in your channel, out gone. No room for negativity. Just keep the
Right.
positives. Keep the positive people around you, and you'll become that positive person.
Exactly.
No time for
And
negativity. Out the negativity if they appear in your channels. Gone.
yeah, yeah.
No time for them.
Like somebody said up here earlier, life is too short.
It is. I'm
Um,
only 5'6". Life's
see,
always been too short.
oh my gosh.
You're spot on. Yeah, life is short for me anyway.
I love it. I love it. See, that's what I said. I feel connected with you through YouTube, and I
Yeah,
would
YouTube's
refer to you
awesome.
as my brother. You know,
Keep the positive people around you. Honestly, it
yeah.
helps.
And then we got Ron Darrell Adventures. That man, he does not know how much respect I have for him. I am constantly joking and carrying on. He's my little darling. Hey, he's my love boy. I just think the world of him. And then we got so many people that I don't have to pretend to be anything but me. You know,
Yeah.
and so that's what like I said, AWP, Nomok, Jacob on Ron says I'm getting personal. Oh, I weren't supposed to tell that, was I, Ron? But these guys that basically live a life of service. That's basically what they do. Ron and all of these guys, they they help others.
Yeah, I studied YouTube for a good while before I even thought about a channel, and I watched people, and I came to the conclusion that there's two kinds of YouTubers, and that's YouTubers that do it for the heart,
Mhm.
and then you've got YouTubers who want to be somebody, and you find out it's the YouTubers who are doing it to try and be somebody have negativity connected to them, and you
Yeah.
can spot, and the YouTubers who do it for the goodness of the heart and helping others like AWP and Brothers Underwater
Mhm.
Recovery. His heart and soul's in it. He's interested in helping 100% people and giving it their all. Do you know what I mean? He's there as to help, not to showcase. That's the difference. He's there to help and not to showcase. Like APW, like Jared, like Sam Saab, the Adventure Man, Corey Cooper. He's another awesome guy. Do you know Corey? He's got one leg and he dives with one leg. Oh, amazing.
Yeah. You know, and that's what I said. You see other people that face bigger obstacles than what I face. And it's like they do it to me, it looks like they do it with ease, but we know they have their own struggles.
Yeah,
But the thing of it is they're doing it, you know? So if they're
like Corey.
overcoming their struggles,
He's got one leg and he proves to people you can go out and dive still. You can still do things. Now, how easy would it to be if you were to get down because you had one leg and you thought, oh no, this is it. I can't do this. I can't do that. But he proves to people on YouTube that that's not the case. Of course, you can still do things. And they're the people you need to be watching and be around because they're positive minded
yes.
people. There's no
Yeah.
negativity there.
Yeah. Like Victoria said, I do it to become somebody, but yet also I do it from the heart. Yeah, you want to become somebody to show people, to
Hmm.
build up the movement, I guess you could say, that, you know, keep us from all us good people from having to hide under the rug somewhere. Bring
Yeah.
it out into the light that this is an okay way of living, you know? And so that's what, you know, I may go to somebody's channel and I may watch videos or watch it live and not say anything because I'm
Mhm.
trying to see what kind of person they are.
Yep.
I
100%.
subscribe more to the person than I do to the channel.
Yep.
Does,
And
you
normally you
know?
can pick it up within the first few videos of watching them. Normally you can pick them up. Bad egg, good egg. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Bad egg, good egg, I say.
Yeah. Yeah. So, another question I have for you.
Cool.
What has been the scariest dive that you've had?
Right. Oh, I've got something on my Facebook. Can I quickly show you something? Right. I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll go grab
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ron Darrell. No, you're not, honey. You just straight up Texan, son. Yes, Renee Deuce Rider, I do. I love making new friends too. And I'm sorry I'm not paying, I am paying attention to
I'm back.
chat.
I'm back. I'm back.
I'm paying attention to chat, but sorry I'm not
Right.
interacting more with chat.
The scariest
But
thing that ever happened, I was diving a local dam and the water was pitch black. I couldn't see it. I was literally 6 inches max visibility, and I'm like, oh, damn, this is no good. And I was near the bottom, and for some reason, I just turned round to my left and looked, and this mask came right next to my face.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can imagine exactly what happened.
I would have to clean my wetsuit out.
Oh, I was like a torpedo coming back up. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, and it just happened to. I can't. It happened in that much of a. I'm not sure if it were like floating or semi buoyant, but it just like came drifting past my face, and it freaked me out completely because I weren't expecting it and nothing. It was just like this person was there, and the first thing I thought of was, "What the heck? Someone's staring at me underwater," and it was quite funny.
Yeah. Ronnie says Lee's dry suit became a wetsuit from the inside out.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd scare me.
and
Oh Lord.
yeah, and I kept it. I just kept it for some reason.
No, yeah, I would too. I would too. Um, and yeah, Victoria, it is. I was diagnosed bipolar also, And it is good to be able to talk about it and not be judged. And that's what I want my channel to be about. You're never judged here.
I find it easier as well talking to yourselves because I'm not personally connected. I find it harder talking to someone I'm personally connected to. I find it easier to talk about it to someone like yourselves who I don't know on a personal level. I don't know why. Perhaps because you're in America and I'm in Northern Ireland, that it makes it a whole lot easier.
Well, see, too, I look at it like, what's my chance of seeing this person face to face? You know, they're not going to be around to look at me strange or, but I find that I do associate more with my YouTube friends than I do. And I look forward to meeting them. And usually I'm the type of person that's like, no, I don't want to do groups. I don't want to do crowds. But I know that it is a safe environment. I know that they don't judge and stuff like that. So, oh yeah, So, okay. Here's another question. Okay, you watch AWP and all of them. Do you think that is something you'd want to get into, the recovery aspect like they do?
100%. I love helping people. I will go out of my way. I will always put other people before myself. And that is exactly what they're doing. Of course, it's a little bit different. You seem to have got a heck of a lot more waters, rivers, and things. Like over here, there's one river that runs through Northern Ireland, and it's 146 miles long. 2 cars have been pulled out of there in the past 2 years. Both had deceased in there. So I think it's not one for people don't dump the cars in the rivers like I've noticed in America. So a lot of cars getting dumped. That's not really done over here for some strange reason. So the chances are, if there's a car in the water, as it's proven, that somebody's in there. And there's no dive team. There's one dive team over here, and that's law enforcement dive team. And each person at that dive team is spread out. Like one will live 15 miles that way, 130 miles that way, and they're all over. And by the time they get a response together, you're talking hours away. And then you've got to have, before they'll even get called and put together, they need to have confirmation from another team, blah, blah, blah. And this can, like, a rapid response, like what everyone's doing, like AWP and what Ronnie's putting together, that you can be on the water with your sonar, the dive gear in there with you. That can happen in minutes, hours, depending how far away it is. But you're that full circle. Do you know what I mean? And over here, there isn't one. So I'm hoping to be the first independent volunteer dive team over in Northern Ireland.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And Diane put up here, you are coming to America next year.
There's a song about that, isn't there? Coming to America. That's Rocky, isn't it? Yeah.
So you coming this way, are you?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. And I hope Ronnie's still in here listening. I know he probably is because you and him are brothers.
Ronnie's invited me over.
Oh, so you'll be on the East Coast. You may be over on the East Coast.
So I'm going to touch base with him and do. Hopefully his boat's up and his boat will be up and running then, because I know he's very close. So I'm super excited to see him launching his team with his sonar equipment and that.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
It's
That
going to be
would be
awesome. I
awesome.
can't wait to see him going.
Yes, yes, yes. And maybe a couple of us can track you down and come up and say hi,
Oh,
or
yeah,
down,
of
up,
course.
over,
Oh, of
wherever.
course. I'd love to try and see him and meet others as well, who I'm grateful for. Do you know what I mean? So I owe a lot of gratitude because that's the person I am. I'm very humble like that, and I'd love to thank him and give him a handshake and things.
Yeah, after I had my heart attack, well, basically, had my heart attack and died on him twice. I started making a point to tell those that are important to me that they are important to me. Um, because I thought if I had not had survived that, would this person know how I really felt about him? Would that person know that, this or whatever? So I quit assuming they would know and understand, but made it a point to go out of my way, even sometimes, and tell them, you
Yeah,
know, and that's the way I am with you all. I want to be, I still like to keep a little air of mystery there, but who doesn't,
yeah.
but I want to be transparent as far as, um, I care about you guys, and you all are like my family, and I worry about you guys. I watched, like I said, I've watched AWP crying with,
Mhm.
because their emotions are so high
Yeah,
and everything, and they're so invested. And then Ronnie, I have seen the emotions on his face, and I worry about them as, any big sister would do. And it's like, and I know it's going to be weird because I know Ronnie's in the channel. It feels weird to say it,
Mhm.
but I always sit there and I'm like, I think to myself, please have a way of decompressing, have a way of finding your center. And it's like one day I messaged Renee and thanked her for being there to support Sam, because he was going through is when they found somebody, because these people, they need that time. Could you imagine wearing that emotion all alone and not being able to decompress or, recenter yourself?
That
How that would affect you mentally.
that's what happens. That's kind of like what happened to me with military life as well, because you go abroad, like Afghanistan, places of war. You do the things you do with your brothers, and then once you're out of it, it's a bit like, do you know the 50p machines where you put 50p in or $50 or whatever and try and win a teddy bear? The claw comes across, picks the teddy up, and then drops it. That's exactly what it's like. You're taken out of that zone, and then you're all alone. That's it. You're gone. You're just a number now, and you're in civilian life. And that's all taken away from you. But you've still got all them things in your head. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. 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 Um, having healthy, Tracy says, having healthy downtime is important. Good supportive family of friends and pets. And well, see now here, Ashley, Ronnie has an amazing support system. As I have watched more and more of their channel, he does have an amazing support system. I've watched him and his family and him and his dogs, and I can't help it. I love the dogs. If I could afford it, I'd ship my dog, say, here, train my dog, Um, and I've watched them, they're close. They do have good support system in place for each other. And I know that
Yeah, they're mega
Ashley
genuine people.
is an understanding type of person, and she's right by his side. I have learned that from their videos,
Great
and
people.
from their
Mega
live chats.
genuine. 100% genuine people.
Hmm.
There's nothing hid by them. Fully transparent. They're great people.
Yeah. And she says, and we are a support system for Lee as well. Family sticks together for good and bad. That is so true. That is true. And that's what like with Lee, he has my messenger information, and he knows all he has to do is like click, click, click. My phone is never turned off, so my messages, I get them because I don't sleep good at night. I sleep maybe 2 hours at a time.
Yeah, I'm pretty
And
duff at sleeping.
if we that, I think it would help. But oh, it is what it is.
Yeah. Don't help having a stupid donkey about 50 yards away in a field as well. That starts going mental at like 4 in the morning and stuff.
Oh, well, I have to admit, don't have no donkeys around here, but sometimes you get them four-wheelers going up and down the road at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, it's too early for drug deals, people, please. If it's not hunting season, then it's like, okay, we know what's going on back there. So, but yeah, we have been on here for an hour.
Yeah,
And
cool.
I could talk forever. I mean, I really, really, you are an amazing person.
Has
And
anyone got any questions on mental health? Or any questions?
yeah,
It's
that's where I
important
was going
that
to go.
we ask questions as well to try and help others, bring awareness and help others.
Yes, exactly. That is one thing that we do want to do is if you have questions, just put them in the chat.
I can't see the chat at all. I can't see any comments or chats, so maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. There should have been a thing up on the side that says comments or
I've just
I don't
got chat, but if I open chat, it cuts this screen off, so I can't see anything.
Oh, you're on your phone?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance
Yep.
to put the laptop's there. Look, and I didn't get a chance to turn it on.
Oh goodness. So I'm
So
not
I
seeing.
just quickly got in, opened the back door, got in, jumped on my phone, and here I am.
Yeah. Well, I'm not seeing any chats. There any questions in the chat? Tracy says, awesome to see. Families can keep you grounded, distracted from the worst moments. I held a lot inside. I got help. Don't be afraid to get help if you feel like you can't talk to people that you know. Exactly. Don't be.
That's a big thing. People,
Yeah.
including yourself, you find it hard to talk to the people nearest to you.
Yeah.
And by that, anyone can add me as a friend, and my chat box is always open 24/7. If I don't, I will always answer messages. I will, honestly.
Yeah. And Diane's got on here. She wants to thank her YouTube family. Says I would not have made it through the last few weeks without them. I want you all to know that I love you all.
Diane's awesome. She 100% always leaves me nice comments. Thank you very much, Diane. Much respect.
Yeah. Ford Man, he's still listening and watching in the background while eating dinner. Ooh, that sounds good too. But yeah, one thing that me and Lee has, and one of the things we do have in common is we want people to understand that we've got to lift the stigma that has come with mental illnesses nowadays. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody. Don't be afraid to reach out. If you can't talk to people you know, talk to one of us. You know, we're not doctors or we can't do this or that, but we can listen and let you know that you are not alone. That is the one thing that I always felt like I suffered alone. You know, nobody else went through this. And I realized I wasn't alone, you know? And so, yes, please, please, I cannot stress, surround yourself with love and kindness. Talk to somebody. Find you a purpose. Yep, positivity. Yep. Find you a purpose, whether it be, like I said, something small to something big. Know that you do have value. If nothing else, we value you. We value your friendship, and that is important. What else you got to say there, Lee?
100%. The key things I think are important is surround yourself with positivity. Get rid of the negativity, because that does not help.
Exactly. But we've been on here, and I know that we've caught Lee off guard.
So, I'm fine. I'm fine. It just took me a couple of minutes there to settle in. Now we're all right.
Yeah. And so is it late there for you? I think, right?
Quarter past 10 at night.
Oh, okay.
22:14.
Yeah. All right.
We're still live.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, still live.
I'm going to come to Ireland one day. I want to see that place. It just looks so amazing.
It's awesome. It really is. The scenery is beautiful. And I've travelled all over. I've been a lot of places, all over England, everywhere. And the scenery in Northern Ireland is unreal.
Well, see, it's like my son has always wanted to come to Ireland. I guess he did a thing where he found out he's part Irish or part, anyway. So he wants to come to Ireland. And I'm like, really, dude, it's just another piece of property. But after seeing it through your videos and stuff, that is a gorgeous place.
It's absolutely, it's absolutely stunning. And I try when I go diving, I try to make a video in a different location so I can show you bits around at the beginning of the video.
And it was like the last one, the Game of Thrones?
Yeah, they filmed the Game of Thrones over here. So this took me ages. I had to replicate where they were in the film. Yeah. So I was looking everywhere for this exact camera shot of this film, so I could stand in that place where the actor were and then put the two together, like from my photo to their photo, so you could see from the movie. And that was tedious. Oh, I was cracking up. People must have thought I was crazy. So I'd run to one spot, have the picture taken, run back, look, no, that's not right, a bit to the left, run back. Oh, and there's people looking. And if you notice on the intro of my last video, I'm talking like a ventriloquist. I'm like, thank you very much, guys, thank you. That's because behind me, I was surrounded by people, and they were all looking at me thinking, what's this lunatic doing? So I was trying to keep mega quiet and not burst out laughing, and they were all staring at me like I had four heads. And I was like, oh, no, this is not working, and I'm just trying to keep a straight face.
Oh, goodness gracious. But okay, I'm going to let you all get off of here, and I'm going to go fix hubby something to eat.
Cool. Can I do a couple of shout outs, if that's all right?
You sure can. Go right ahead.
Can you put the links up, please? Any mods out there, please put a link up. AWP, Sam the Adventure Man, Corey Cooper, that's Cooper's Amputee Lifestyle, and a massive shout out to Brothers Underwater Recovery. He laughs at me every time I say that because of my accent. Brothers Underwater Recovery. He's like, I'm going to have that as a ringtone on my phone or something.
Oh, gosh.
Massive shout out to them guys. 100% genuine people.
Yeah, if my mods couldn't find their links quickly, drop them, that would be great. If not, I'll go back after this and I'll drop them into the description. Diane found AWP.
Sam the Adventure Man.
Yes, I actually have been talking with him and Renee about doing an interview.
Oh, cool.
So we're just trying to schedule out some times and stuff.
Sam's a really mega nice guy as well. I've messaged him as well, and he's messaged me. I sent him a T-shirt from Northern Ireland.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, mega nice guy as well. And Corey Cooper, top guys. The heart, they're doing it where the heart is. Brilliant. Same as Ronnie. Ronnie's unbelievable as well. Mega big heart.
Yeah,
you can't beat that.
AWP listed. We've got Cooper's Amputee Lifestyle, Brothers Underwater Recovery,
and Sam the Adventure Man.
Yeah, we all run in the same circle, and
don't forget my own life. Don't forget my own life.
Yeah, we can't forget our lead.
Yeah, don't put the Aqua Ranger.
Okay, don't make your thumbnails at 3 o'clock in the morning because you will change the name. Oh my gosh.
I thought you was going to expect me to come on in a Power Rangers rig or something, an outfit.
You never know.
I'll do that in a video. I'll go diving in a Power Ranger suit with a tank on the back and be the Aqua Ranger.
The Aqua Ranger. Oh, Lord. I love it. I do. I was going to ask Kenny, the link you dropped, is that somebody nursing our travel bug? Is she going live now, Kenny? Because if we do, we'll everybody can. Yes, the Aqua Avenger.
No, that was it. What did you put up? Aqua Avenger.
Avenger. Yes. Yeah.
It's the Aqua Adventurer.
Yeah. Yeah, Diane dropped your link. Guys, I'm telling you,
Thank you, Dan.
This is one guy. Yes, this is one guy you all want to get hooked up with. He is hilarious. The first day we met him I laughed till my ribs were sore. I mean, it was amazing. And he's good people. So, yeah, you all have got to check him out. And thank my mods for dropping all of those links for me.
Yep. Thank you very much, Mod.
Ronnie from Brothers Underwater Recovery, thank you so much for being here. We want to express our deepest respects for you guys, and you guys, we can't even talk. And just know that we love what you do, and that we're here behind the scenes for you. So hopefully we can get together and talk soon on that too. So, okay, now Nursing Our Travel Bug is going live, or is live, and Kenny has dropped her link, or their link. Okay. So if you all want to jump over there and give them a raid, I would greatly appreciate that. I've got to go fix hubby some dinner considering I
Yeah.
don't even think I had breakfast, but that was earlier today. So, and we'll let Lee get off here so he can get to bed soon.
No, I need the toilet. I've been plotting. I'm sat with my legs folded up.
I thought of that.
Yeah, I've been sat with my legs up for the past hour. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you where my hand is.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm only joking. But I do need toilet. Yeah.
yeah. All right, guys. We will talk to you all later. Lee, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you
up, and
very
we'll do
much.
this again soon.
Thank you,
Love
guys,
you, son.
from the bottom
Love
of
you
my
so
heart. Thank
much.
you. Take care, guys.
Oh gosh. So guys, I appreciate you all being here, and not I appreciate that you all let me talk on these topics. Dakota's adventurer. We met, we had a good interview with Lee, and just know that, go check his channel out. Lee is an awesome person. Much love for him, and show him some love and support. And I will get with you all again soon. Remember, if nobody has told you today, I love you. You are important to us, and we hope to see you all back soon. Bye. Bye, Lee.